Today I presented burning issues, so the impacts of bushfires on flooding preparedness and response from the New South Wales SES. I think the core was we analysed our 10 years of our incident data against the weather systems, like the strength of the Southern Oscillation Index, and there are incidents across all strengths of the Southern Oscillation Index, so we always have to be prepared for flooding. It's not just in those La Niña years where you expect there to be more water and more flooding. That's where we get our spikes, but the incidents occur across all phases.
Yeah, so this is a project a colleague of mine had worked on, and I've stepped in to present today. But the general gist is that, we do have these climate drivers across Australia that have an influence on rainfall, but it's actually very complex. And so if people try to simplify it too much, then they tend to make assumptions. And so the main story was when we went from the serious fire season in 2019 into flooding in 2020 until right through to 2022. When we next flicked back to what was going to be an El Niño phase and an El Niño was declared, the general mindset was, oh, it's okay, it won't flood now. And we just have to be so careful of that because essentially we still had a lot of flooding. Our dams were still full. It didn't take much to run off. And during summer, there's less of a relationship with the El Niño anyway. So we do get storms and the SES still gets a lot of jobs. Floods can happen anytime. Flash floods aren't necessarily the same as a riverine flood, and they can injure people, they can do a lot of damage. But yeah, certainly that change in response to the landscape after fires is really important to be mindful of, even if incorporating it into modelling is difficult, but just knowing, runoff can come a lot faster if you've got a barren landscape that's scattered with ash.